So let's all walk together. Hum chale saath saath as we celebrate diversity and inclusion through art. Before we begin, I would like to call Shankhu Bhome to come here and say a few words. Shankhu Bhome.
Thank you again, everyone, for participating in what we believe would be a celebration of diversity and inclusion as a part of Kendrick's mission of celebrating what theater has to offer and what theater can do for the broader community. We have a wonderful lineup, but at this time I would like to give a shout out to all the volunteers who have worked very hard to make this event successful. I come up with crazy ideas and people volunteer their time to do this. So that is a unique representation of them, and I'm thankful to all of them. And without further ado, I'll hand it back to Mo. And again, thank you everyone for joining us in this celebration of theatre.
As Shankhu said, I would like to repeat, Off Kendrick is a thriving non-profit organization dedicated to Bengali, South Asian American theater in the greater Boston area. Our journey, spanning over 15 years, began with the creative urge to express the immigrant experience through theater. We offer unique insights into the South Asian immigrant community's hearts and minds. In these 15 years, many of our plays have belonged to the absurd genre and were satirical in nature. They reflected many social, economic, and political issues around us. In 2016, we introduced Voices. It's a storytelling segment to encourage broader community participation. It sparks dialogue about dreams, aspirations, and identity of the immigrant South Asian community. Our mission extends to nurturing first-generation children's talents and promoting their aspiration on stage. Our inaugural SAATh Festival in 2022 was a resounding success, and we're excited to celebrate the second year of the theater festival. Please, just, this is a great effort that I cannot emphasize enough. This thoughtfully curated festival unites local theater groups, young adults, remote theater groups, and professional theater personalities. Will showcase 9 plays in 6 different languages, such as Bengali, English, Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati, and Hindi. We are also proud to present the following feature artist: Uma Paranjali, who played the title role of Pai Patel on the Broadway hit Life of Pi. She will perform a solo act based on Fatima Ataman's play Masta Queen, directed by Zahra Budwani. Anurenia Banerjee, who studied in Auckland and Columbia, has a long-standing interest in theater and women empowerment. She has explored topics like Shakespeare and the Bengali woman, and women in Michael Madhusudan Datta's work, and problems of first-generation immigrant women. She will perform a riveting piece from Datta's Birambara Kabbu. Finally, Dipankar Mukherjee, Artistic Director of Pangea World Theatre, who we'll hear from shortly, is directing Off Kendrick's offering in this festival, Badal Sarkar's landmark street theatre, Michil. It is a mammoth effort. Our journey would not have been possible without support from the incredible community that we have, including volunteers, theater enthusiasts, sponsors, collaborators, and partners. We extend our heartfelt thanks to donors like Shottomitru, Tebandu Tribal Theater Village, Gauri Dattu, Dipankar Da, Moitri and Raja Chakraborty, Devraj and Deepmana Roy, and Shobhik and Anindita Chattopadhyay for their generous support. Today, we are privileged to have a few honored guests with us. And among them is our Mayor, Sambul Siddiqui. So, an inspiring figure. She is an American lawyer and politician. She is a 3-term member of the Cambridge City Council and a 2-term mayor, immigrating from Karachi, Pakistan at the age of 2. She must have struggled through and will identify with much of what we will portray over the next 2 days. Please welcome Mayor Siddiqui on stage, and we'd like to hear a few words from her.
Introduction. I really appreciate it. It's so nice to be here celebrating this theater festival. I really want to express my gratitude to the entire team at Kendrick for putting this together, this weekend-long celebration of performances. It's really an honor to be here. I wish I could stay for every show. I love theater. I did a lot of theater growing up in Cambridge, the high school system. Competed and everything, so this is an area that's very near and dear to my heart. So as it was mentioned, I was born in Karachi, Pakistan, and although my family immigrated to Cambridge when I was just 2 years old, my South Asian heritage has really remained integral to my identity, and I've found immense pride and strength in our rich culture, our beautiful languages, and of course, our delicious food. Being part of the close-knit South Asian community here in Cambridge and in Greater Boston has really played a pivotal role in shaping who I am today. And as mayor, one of my biggest priorities is building bridges across different identities and highlighting the full spectrum of cultural diversity we have in Cambridge. So I love events like this because they bring together people from different identities of our South Asia backgrounds, and we've really loved putting on different events in the community. We put together one of the city's first Diwali festivals last year. We also hold a community iftar every year for the last 3 years. And just this week, we hosted our 3rd annual Bollywood night. And we had Indian classical dance, we had Bhangra, and then we had, of course, Bollywood dance that covered everything. And so we really showcased to the community the diversity in South Asian dance performance art. So it's just an honor to be doing events like this. Our commitment to diversity doesn't stop there. If there's one invaluable lesson my time as mayor has reinforced, it's the importance of representation in government. I've been humbled to serve as an advocate for our community here in City Hall. In particular, I'll highlight one quick story. A few years ago, these concerned parents who were Muslim, they brought to my attention the challenge of their children, that their children faced in schools due to a lack of halal food options. And they had gone to the principal, they had gone to the teacher, no one was really listening. And so I pulled together a group of individuals, and we were able to collaborate with our food vendors to ensure that our public schools now have some halal options. And one of the few districts to do that. And another important stride. We also became the first district in New England to offer sacred spaces in every school building. So this initiative ensures that all our students, regardless of their backgrounds, have the opportunity to use these spaces for prayer, for meditation, further really enforcing and fostering an inclusive education environment. So, as we gather today to celebrate the beauty of South Asian theater and art, really let us remember how important it is to share with each other, our backgrounds. And festivals like this not only serve as a source of pride for our South Asian community, but also our broader community to really have a window into our traditions and our beautiful art. So I want to thank Kendrick again for letting me be here and say a few words. So happy that you're in Cambridge, and really just if I can ever be of service to you, feel free to reach out to my office. Thank you so much.
Next, we have Gauri Doctor, an eminent psychiatrist and philanthropist, leads writers groups that explore the South Asian immigrant experience through the written word. We are eager to hear from our dearest Gauri.
I'm very honored, can you hear me? I'm very honored and delighted to be here. I hope my voice serves as a butterfly flutter to you and the rest of the world in my expressing my love and admiration for the arts. T.S. Eliot said, "The center cannot hold," meaning he talked about the dissemination of the world, meaning everything crumbles, the war that goes on, the distresses of the people. Off-Kendrick is a nuanced word. It has brought the center together, but it is still off, because art is actually bringing things together, but it remains slightly off, and that beautifies it. And that is what Off-Kendrick has done. It has brought people together and beautified it into a modern art, modern theater, modern music, so that we are here to enjoy it. The Southeastern Festival, as you've heard before, is the second one of its kind that has been sponsored by Off-Kendrick. You've heard all about it. I give my kudos to Shanko and his team, and also his spouse. Who have given Boston some excellent theatre performances. We have been enriched, we have come to know what good Bangla theatre is, but now he also gives us good pieces of the rest of Southeastern language performances. This is a symbol of unity, peace, that we need very much. And once we know what the rest of the world, the rest of the states of India, the rest of Southeastern Asia are doing, once we know others, it is as if they have become our brothers. So I salute Off-Kendrick. Thank you.
I would like to mention Gauri Doctor is also a board member of Off-Kendrick. So with that, our next guest is Abhishek Ganguly, an interdisciplinary scholar, works at the intersection of translation, theater, and more. He teaches at the Rhode Island School of Design and is a board member of Off-Kendrick. Let's hear a few words from Abhishek.
huge congratulations. You should be very proud of yourselves. And just a quick, one quick thing which is very close to my heart. One can be inclusive in many ways, but one thing that doesn't get enough attention is the question of language. So I think the fact that that's an essential part of the diversity of all our cultures, communities, and ways of life in South Asia. So I'm especially thrilled that Authentic from very beginning has made an effort to not just have theatre from all different languages, but also invest in subtitling. Many large theatres are unable to pull off, with a lot more resources, are unable to pull off something like that. So you should be especially proud of yourself for doing that. So, good luck for the next year.
Last but not least, our another board member of Kendrick, Mr. Dipankar Mukherjee. He is the director of Pangea World Theatre based in Minneapolis. He describes it as a progressive space at the intersection of social justice, arts, and community. Let's hear a few words from our dearest Dipankar Mukherjee.
I guess most of the people are taller than me, sir.
Not me.
Yeah. Thank you for the card. Welcome to how to get this Madam Mayor. I wish you could steal your politics and take it to Minneapolis. We would be that excited to hear from our mayor there. But it is such an honor to have a mayor who can stand behind arts, and goes into a nuanced conversation about diversity, where we are going beyond inclusion to really a progressive space. So thank you so much. It's very rare, and so appreciate your support and the fact that I was shocked to hear that when Trump said the mayor is going to come, and oh my God, wow, that's fantastic. And really, okay, so wonderful to hear from you. My name is Dipankar Mukherjee, and I'm the artistic director of Pangea World Theatre. And this is such an honor to be included for this occasion. I'm just so excited. I couldn't control my excitement since yesterday. After many years, I'll sit here just as an audience, and I'm not responsible for anything, except it is just pride, like what all the other speakers have said, that, what's happening here, we are renaming, reframing, and reshaping North American theatre. Yes, it is South Asian based. Yes, it is, we can hear vernacular, where vernacular gets centrality. It's amazing. Sitting over here, I just met some brothers who are going to do a Kannada play. Sitting in North America, we're going to see a Gujarati play, a Marathi play, a Bengali play. This is just rich. So I rang up a few of my friends and said, just shiver a little bit in your street, because we are not only, we can participate in conversations of Shakespeare and Arthur Miller and Tennessee Williams and Tom Stoppard. Of course, they're all dead white male playwrights. But we are going to not only center our South Asian voices and playwrights and artists and musicians and poets, but we are doing it in our terms. Which is, we are not just a point of inclusion. Like there's a whole festival and one day for 45 minutes we have a South Asian panel. Whereas we are just reshaping and really rejecting this colonized legacy that we have gained. And I think Shankho Bhomik, our artistic director, is really a critical asset to theatre. and I'm saying North American theater, but that's limiting because the way the brother's mind works and the critical thinking that he brings and his craft of playwriting is so nuanced and so fearless with his politics that, I really, really feel that, the time has come for us. We have always been in the center. We never consider ourselves marginalized. I mean, I never get up in the morning wherever I'm directing in the world and say, yes, I'm a minority director. I mean, in the eyes of somebody else, we could be marginalized, we could be minoritized. Is there a word like that? The English professor is here. You know what I mean? But we don't consider ourselves to be, occupying a marginal space. We have never. I mean, the qualifications of 99% of people over here, if you really read their bios, that shows who occupies the center. So then what is the power that we are displacing? What is the power? What are the resources that have engaged our theater world in such a way that, I want to remain in the world when I'm not surprised that we are hearing plays of a different language. No, I'm not surprised that halal is being recognized. I want to live in a way. Now we have a mayor who's fighting and making it happen. But I want to get up in the morning of one day in my life where we are the center, and all of us are in the circumference, right? And I think Off-Kenrick is playing a pivotal role in reshaping, renaming, and reframing North American theater. So congratulations and thank you to all of you. In Natya Shastra, we say only 50% is done on stage. 50% of the circle, half a circle is on stage, and half a circle is you, the community that comes. And only when these two half circles meet, that's when we form a sacred circle called community. And Off-Kenrick has sown the seed of an oak tree. An oak tree we will become. Thank you so much.
I would like to call your Siddiqui to inaugurate our second SAATh festival by unveiling the poster. Please put your hands together as she is in the process of unveiling our poster.
কেন তুমি বলেছিলে ও এখন আমরা ওটার জন্য
Thank you everyone for being here, and we are honored and grateful by your presence. We truly are, and please be seated, and we will start our first play. We really hope that you enjoy our festival across 2 days. With that, I would like to call upon Kulpita Chakraborty to introduce our first play of this afternoon. Thank you so much. Please.
Thank you. Good evening. Do you know, I'm really looking forward to these 2 days of multicultural extravaganza. Are you guys, what about you all?
Sorry.
Are you excited? Oh, that's good. Yeah. So our productions, our first production for tonight is an adaptation of Michael Madhusudhan Datta's Birangana Kapu, Dushmando Proti Shokutara. It is a solo act and it is written and performed by Ananya Barrett. It is a courtroom facing Takeoff Sakuntala, who has been abandoned by her husband, King. And in present day, what would have happened if she presented her case in court? Let's enjoy. Thank you.